Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering, as usual, if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, are there some things I'm doing in conversation that women hate? Well, I'm glad you asked because the short answer is yes. Yes, there are some things that guys out there are doing that make us want to just grab a shotgun and then so to make sure you aren't guilty of these 5 fatal errors in conversation, I'm gonna go over them so that you could cut them out or tone them down. And then I'm gonna tell you what you could do to fix them if you are guilty. And to make sure you never miss out on another woman you want or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here, right now. Okay. So a couple weekends ago, I think I told you, I did a dating boot camp with the infamous Patrick James. And when we were doing drills, there were 5 common things I noticed that all the guys happen to be doing, and I feel like a freaking broken record telling them over and over and over again to cut the shit out. So that first mistake is over talking us. So there were a lot of times when the guys would be like, so what do you do for fun? And I'd be like, well, I like to, and then they'd be like, so what are you doing here? I like to go fishing for fun. I think it's really great. Maybe you should do it sometime. So what brought you here? And I'd sit there like, a really common thing that I noticed happens when a guy does get his foot in the door is he overtalks to the point where he doesn't even give me an opportunity to be in the conversation. And I tell you guys all the time, I am very much an introvert. So to get me to talk at all can be a little difficult. And if once I start, you punch me in the face with your words, I'm gonna sit there and think to myself okay, I guess he doesn't really want me in this conversation. So take a breath for a second after you say something and give us the time to actually be in this conversation with you. Because it's not every day that guys wanna get to know us and have conversations with us. So where are you going? So if she does open her mouth to join you, let her join you. Now the second mistake that turns us off is not asking us personal questions. So I refer to this as Google gaming when you talk about things that can be found on Google, like how the new iPhone is, or things you can do for fun in this city, or things about Game of Thrones season 8 that really missed the mark. Anything where we can run out of facts on that topic is something that we women are gonna be like, I don't really feel like talking about this. We women, if you notice, the things that we like to talk about is we like to gossip. We like to have high energy conversations about people's personal lives. More importantly, our own personal lives. Because this is the stuff that actually gets us excited to be in a conversation with you. So if you ask us monotonous things like, what do you like to do for fun? Or even, where'd you get that outfit? It's really nice. We're gonna get so fucking bored so fucking fast. Take it from me, ask her something like, what's it like to be a middle child? Or what was it like growing up on the Jersey Shore? Are y'all really that skanky? Or how's your relationship with your mother? That's a crazy one. Which brings me to number 3, which is actually over questioning. We're here to have a conversation, not an interrogation. So if you're sitting there true detectiving her with all these great questions you just found online, we're gonna sit there and feel like you're coming at us and trying to pry our pussies open without showing us your dick first. What you can do instead is when you ask a personal question, or before you even ask a personal question, reveal something personal about yourself. One thing I like to say is, I don't know about you, but growing up on the Jersey Shore, we were pretty skanky and we thought fist pumping was how you dance. How about you? What was it like for you growing up? Versus, so where'd you grow up? What was that like growing up over there? Did you eat a lot of funnel cake? Did you work in the boardwalk? Did you fist bump? See the difference? Which brings me to number 4, which is one-upping. I know I've said it in all my videos about what not to do with women, and one-upping is definitely them. Especially if you do get her to reveal personal information about herself. Anytime we reveal something personal, we feel a little bit more vulnerable, right? So if in that mini vulnerable state that you've got me in, you say something like, I got one even better. Let me tell you what I did. We're gonna be like, okay, well, I guess he doesn't fucking care that I just gave him this piece of my soul. Because what you do when you one-up is you say, hey, thank you for giving me you. Now let me show you how I'm better. One way to catch yourself is when you hear her telling a personal story that makes you think I want to interrupt and tell her my story. That anxiety and that desperation to interrupt should be a trigger to you that, oh my God, I might be pre-thinking about one-upping. So don't do it. And conversation mistake number 5 is not moving the conversation forward. So I'm gonna tell you right now, there's 3 stages of what your interaction with women should look like. That's platonic stage where we really just get to know one another, a playful stage where you and I are having fun or we're making each other laugh, and then a flirty stage. And we are biologically inclined to want to push things forward because we women know exactly where we're supposed to go if we find ourselves interacting with you and enjoying it. So when you don't move through these 3 stages, did I just spit? So when you don't move through these 3 stages, what you're doing is this is what creates the awkward silence and the awkward tension, because we both know that this should be going somewhere. This might happen when you stay on a topic too long, or when you stay in one of those stages too long. Our bodies say, wait a minute, we know that there's supposed to be a goal to this. And if you feel it, she definitely feels it too. If you don't know how to appropriately move a conversation forward at this point, you can check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program, which tells you how to step by step keep the conversation moving in a fun, flirty way so that you never have to deal with those awkward silences and be left to wonder, well, where did I mess up? So you can check that out right here. Don't forget to take out those 5 mistakes you're making right now. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.